Today, it seems almost unbelievable to us that children were born during the blockade of Leningrad, and newborns had to be fed. But how to feed if there is no rations and no food? Mothers are so exhausted, and they cannot stand on their feet.
The blockade ring was closed on the 8th of September 1941. By mid-autumn, in a city that was not ready for a siege, food supplies were running out. A terrible starvation was begun. In January 1942, 265 babies under 1 year old died every day. 265 every day. All hospitals in Leningrad were marked for the Nazis as strategic objects and had to be destroyed first of all. They included children's hospitals and maternity hospitals. All life was transferred from there to bomb shelters to cellars that were not adapted for life. Women had to give birth in terrible conditions without electricity in cold operating rooms. Most of pregnant women were extremely exhausted and weighed only about 38-40 kilograms. Many of them could not breastfeed. All milk that several pure-peers were able to have was distributed to all babies, 50 milliliters per infant.
But there were women, nurses, who saved hundreds of lives, but at the same time remain an absolutely unknown page in the history of the siege of Leningrad.
These women fed babies with their breast milk. They worked in maternity hospitals and donated milk to dairy kitchens for those infants whose mothers had died. Anna Nikiforovna is the last surviving nurse. She lost her 2-week-old baby, so she fed all other infants with her milk throughout 1942 and 1943. Her relatives scolded her, advised her to save her energy because she was exhausted. But she continued to go to maternity hospitals, and with all her strength, she started house to house, and in many flats she found living babies, which were hugged with their mothers' already frozen hands. Anna Nikiforovna saved many lives, but she was not the only blockade nurse. In those terrible years in Leningrad, dozens of other women gave their breast milk to hungry infants.
Unfortunately, their names are not known. Carrying out of their maternal duty, they didn't think that they were performing a feat.